given £50 million in energy debt support, including grants to help with bills. And we're keeping homes powered with emergency energy credit. That's enough talking. Let's get on with the doing. British Gas. Eligibility criteria apply. LPC.
Are rising costs forcing you into unaffordable debt? An individual voluntary arrangement from Credit Fix could help. Write off up to 81% of your unsecured debt with manageable repayments and all interest and charges frozen. With over 14,000 five-star reviews on Trustpilot, Credit Fix could help you to a brighter financial future. Just text DEBT to 66777. Text DEBT to 66777 now. Trustpilot makes it possible. Can I make credit rating? Free advice on moneyhealth.org.uk.
For quality you can feel, for comfort you can sink into, and for value you can't resist. Right now, there are extra offers on the Foods range, sofas, beds and dining. But hurry, it's the last few days of bank holiday offers in the Furniture Village sale.
At PensionBee, we're building a pension company you can believe in. Be pension confident. Join at pensionbee.com. Capital of this authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. Time to give my pet hair the royal treatment. My Karcher pressure washer will have it looking like Buckingham Palace in no time. Find your Karcher pressure washer at karcher.co.uk or a Karcher retailer.
If you bought a timeshare, did you really get what you expected? Or were you sold a dream that's now a nightmare? With high maintenance fees, loss of exclusivity, and limited availability, timeshare ownership for many is now just a liability. MyTimeshareClaim.co.uk has helped
Now you're in lane
thousands of
one.
owners who are missold,
Bank holiday
exited
today.
contracts and received
So what you're going to find is
compensation. For
people,
advice and to find out more
they're going to
about
drive a
your
lot faster than
options,
motorway.
text timeshare
Probably empty
to
actually.
78900.
It should be, it should be empty at the moment. But let's see what happens.
Okay.
But when you come on and then you see somebody coming down the slip road, move
Yeah.
across.
Okay.
So if you're going on top motorway,
Oh, I'm just looking at you.
oh no, you shouldn't be. You should be looking at where you're going. So as the road bends to the right,
Yeah.
you'll come onto the motorway network that feeds onto the M62 or M1.
Yeah.
You want the M1. No, buddy, I'm not Mohammed Harris. I drive Leeds. Thank you for asking though. So now you want to increase the speed that you're on the road that you're on. Now you can see these guys coming on. So increase your speed, match the speed of the motorway.
Yeah.
So reasonable speed is up to 70. Now what you need to do is turn on your headlights. No, your headlights now are on automatic.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've turned them off. You've put one on.
What do I do?
Now you've put one side lights. Have a look there, look, it's telling you what you're doing.
Yeah. It's on now.
Yeah. So it's now on, yeah?
Yeah. The lane is empty. Can I go in there?
If you need to.
Yeah.
Now the reason why you're turning on your headlights is because it's raining, and if your wipers are on, your headlights should be on.
Yeah.
The reason for that is as you drive, you get spray from the wheels.
Yeah.
The spray comes up and there's like a cloud of mist that travels along the motorway about 7 foot from the floor, and it continuously, it's like a cloud.
Check all my mirrors. And I'm here. Slip road.
And now that your signal has achieved its objective,
Yeah.
immediately cancel it.
Okay.
You'd cancel it when all four wheels come into your lane.
Okay. Carry on because it's more or less it's empty. Look.
So what we've also done is turned on the air conditioning in the car, although it's not cold. The reason why we turn it on is it takes the mist, the condensation from the inside of the car.
Slow down because I'm coming to this bend. Reduce to 40 and then take my turn. Signal right.
Just stay on this line, follow it up. But the problem you have there, if you're going to come across that slip road immediately, you're not able to make effective observations in both lanes on the right. So now signal right,
Yeah.
stay on your slip road,
Yeah.
maximize it, then move across when it's safe.
Okay. Still
Yeah,
empty.
move across now, yeah. So you're at the end of your slip road, that's plenty of time. You've built up your speed, it's 50 here, you're travelling at an appropriate speed. Yeah. And you had more of a slip road to use. Although that man moved across for you there,
Yeah.
you could have kept your signal on a little longer, given him ample warning that you're moving across, then moved across.
So I
So
need
you went across too early, in my opinion.
Okay.
You didn't, although it was completely safe, the motorway is empty, he's moved across immediately.
Yeah.
No, you're not giving him enough time to process what you're doing, because first of all, he has to see you. Once he's seen you, then he's got to think, okay, what are they doing? Then he's got to think, okay, can I move across to let them out? Okay, now it's safe for me to move across to let that person out. That takes at least 4 seconds,
Yeah.
and you're giving him 2. And whether he likes it or not, you're off in that lane.
Yeah.
So you need to give him a bit more time to process what he's doing. Now that black X is not for your lane, it's for the hard shoulder or the smart motorway left lane. Now currently it's not the smart motorway, so it's the lane on the left which is the hard shoulder.
So we can't go in there.
So we can't, it's telling us we can't. Now you're travelling at 65 at the moment. That lorry's doing a maximum of 60. You need to either move across now or reduce your speed.
Okay.
Now you should look in your mirrors and start your routine.
Yeah. What slip road is one
Yes,
point?
so no point doing that.
Yeah. Slip road is coming, so that's why. But
Yeah, well, it makes perfect sense.
yeah.
So where does your slip road start?
It's been I think a half mile is.
Can you see it? The sign there.
Yeah, nearly.
So now get your routine started.
Signal,
Yeah.
and when this finished, then I can go.
So when it comes, you look in your mirror again. Make sure it's safe.
Yes, safe, so I can go in now.
Yeah. Now look in your right door mirror,
Yeah,
just in case somebody's coming into that lane a bit later.
yeah. And I'll keep checking.
And you know, in this sort of condition, never use your cruise control.
Okay.
Do you know when it's raining?
I'm
You
watching.
should never use it. Cruise control is blind. It can't see the road terrain. It can't see stagnant like surface water or like an uneven dip in the road and like lots of water accumulating like sat there.
So when
And your life will play.
if it's raining, don't
use it. Don't use
Okay.
it. It's not safe.
Okay.
I only use it when it's good.
When it's dry
When it's
condition.
dry, yeah, and visibility is good.
Okay. I'm gonna tell up on first slip road. This guy is so
It
slow.
wouldn't bother if you're coming up on the next exit. So you don't really overtake when you're coming off on the next exit. It's not productive.
Okay.
And it's a very safe speed we're travelling at. And the maximum speed limit here is what?
50 now.
And we're doing 48.
Yeah.
So reasonably, it's unacceptable to be going over 50, especially when it's enforced. So there's no point going over 50 and coming off on the next exit. It's just insane. on the motorway, pay more attention to your inside mirror.
Inside
And
and
your right
front.
door mirror.
Right and inside.
Yeah. On the left, there's very little that's going to happen on the left.
Okay.
It's very, very important that you look in your rear view mirror because you'll see the left lane in your rear view mirror. You'll see everything behind you in the rear view mirror.
Review. Okay.
Looking in the left door mirror is alright, you can do, but you're kind of wasting your time.
Yeah.
There's nothing really there. You know there's nothing there. You're travelling along the road. If there was a police vehicle, trust me, they'd be in the outside lane. Unless traffic's come to like a standstill or traffic speed reduces substantially. Now look in your rear view mirror. Now this area is saying liable to flooding. So this is where, if you've got like your cruise control on, it won't see the flooding, it'll push you straight through it. So it's very, very important that you don't use your cruise control when it's raining heavy. And this free recovery, they'll only take you off the motorway and down onto the slip road. And it's only here.
Yeah.
And that's only because roadworks. No other reason.
Speed is reduced, so just reduce
Yeah, it's
the
fine, yeah.
speed.
And your back windscreen wiper isn't turned on. I just turn it on every so often. That's it. Now you don't need it on all the time. I mean, I know it makes that awful noise.
Yes.
And this is where you turn on
Yeah.
your left signal to come off your exit.
Yeah,
So
because
you
I can
turn it
see.
on at the number 3 countdown marker
Yeah.
and you'd keep it on. Good morning, Parveen. And then you'd keep the signal on until you exit the motorway.
Until you.
So now look in your left door mirror because you're about to attempt to come off.
Yeah.
Start moving to left. You don't have to come off immediately where the arrow is. Although that's a good place to come off. You don't have to just come straight off.
Whenever I see the exit, to just. Lights are red, so I need to slow down. Braking. And this from here.
Now you're turning right on this roundabout.
Yeah.
Should you be
Signal
signaling?
right.
That's it.
Slow down.
Give it a bit of gas as well, it'll help you find your lane.
Yeah. This is my lane, the middle one. It's going to be easy. Just go to the lights are red.
He was in a rush, wasn't
Yeah, you just fly through the red
he? My
light.
man thinks he's a BMW.
Oh my god, he didn't win.
Yeah, but this is why it's crucial to look in your mirrors.
Yeah.
So do you know when you're coming off a roundabout, very, very important that you look in your mirrors. And this is why.
You just fly through the red light.
And regular mirror checks avoids any sort of accidents or any sort of
In the mirror you
misunderstandings.
can see him properly
Yeah.
then. Just checking all my mirrors again on new road. Left, right, inside mirror. Now I'm gonna signal.
Which way are you going now?
Signal right. When I see this turn, I just put the
You need to
signal
be doing
on.
it about 10 car spaces away from the roundabout.
Okay. The roundabout is clear, so it can just go.
Now do it. Look in your mirrors as you're coming up.
Yeah.
Now look in your right door mirror. The reason why you look in your right door mirror is you're very close to the left, which is correct.
Mm-hmm.
But you might find some other idiot flying off the roundabout. Just to make sure you don't have an accident, you don't kill each other.
Yeah.
your fault or theirs, it's irrelevant, it doesn't matter.
The light is green. So we can go, but we need to be careful because sometimes when you come near the green light, it suddenly go to amber.
Do you know how you tell? You look to your left or to your right and you look for traffic that's accumulating.
Yeah.
So do you know traffic that's waiting?
Yeah.
You look to see if there's any cars that are waiting. That generally speaking is a good clue. However, it's early morning, maybe there's nobody on that road.
Okay.
Some traffic lights are auto switching, so technology's progressed where they'll stay green until there's a car waiting on the opposite side of that crossroad or that T-junction. You know, whatever that traffic light's controlling, might be controlling a different side as well. So if it's controlling the other side, you'll only get your light going red when somebody approaches there.
Yeah. You just go
Is that
like,
van door open?
yeah.
You need to see it. So look in your right door mirror,
Yeah.
just in case he comes out with the ladder.
Okay, and slow down.
Yeah, so look in your right door mirror. Once that grey car goes past you, move over the line.
Okay.
Just in case he pulls that ladder because he's a work.
Right mirror and come to the left, checking my left mirror now.
Lovely. Follow the road up
Okay.
and then we'll turn the car around at the top of the road.
Okay. Just go slowly. Slowly check the right mirror, come to the left again because the big one coming. Slow down. Just still checking the right mirror. Coming to all bend this bendy road. Coming to this side, left, checking left mirror. Right mirror again because I'm gonna go on the line again. To the left, checking the left mirror. Slow my speed down.
When you get to the roundabout,
Yeah,
I want you to take the third exit.
yeah,
So you come back round and yourself, so you do a U-turn.
that's fine. So this arrow show you come to this side. There's a blue one.
Yeah, it's telling you keep left
Keep
as you're going ahead. Just in case you decide to go on the right for some, I don't know why they put that there, unless some idiots tried going on that side of the road to go ahead.
Yeah. Just slow down because.
So that's telling you it's a mini roundabout, it's telling you to give way, and the reason why it's yellow is to get your attention. So you need to be signalling right here to do a U-turn, U-turning left. Okay. U-turning left.
No, sorry, right.
Okay.
I need to take a right turn because no cars coming from there. Slowly. And turn now. I don't know why I did that.
I know.
Why did
Got me
I-
worried that, you know. Honest to God, it did, you know. No, you can though. You can turn left. You're not going to fail a driving test.
Yeah, but.
You know, you
just-
checked your inside mirror, you checked your left mirror,
Yeah.
and you signal left.
No, I did.
So it's completely legit what you did there.
Yeah. Sometimes like you want to do one thing
Yeah.
and you do another.
Okay, what I want you to do now is find a safe place to park.
Yeah. Talk.
Yeah, park it for a second.
Yes.
Okay, cancel your signal for a minute. You didn't even let me finish speaking.
Okay. I was thinking.
No, everything you did was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, you've checked your mirrors, you've signaled, you've pulled up on the left.
Mm.
But in the grand scheme of things, you could have parked after this junction, and the reason for that is there's like a bus stop behind you.
Yeah.
It's easy for the bus to pull off. The roads are quiet, there's nobody here.
So I'll move
But you,
off and
yeah,
park.
but you're predicting what I'm about to say to you. That's naughty, that, because what I'll do, I'll deliberately tell you something different.
No, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, I know. But I want you not to be. I want you not to predict what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
What I want you to do in a second, move off and then pull up on the left, where that lamppost is.
Okay.
Okay. So get yourself ready and move off.
That lamppost.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Wait. Cancel the signal. Let him go. Then put your signal. Then go.
He's
Because
gone.
then it seems like a begging signal. You'll get marked down for that. That's not professional. That.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
And then pull up
signal
anywhere on the left here.
Left. Come to the left here.
There. Anywhere here. Here's fine.
Park.
Park it. And then turn your
Save
signal off
and signal
and turn
off.
your lights off for me, please.
Okay.
Yep, that's your windscreen wiper off.
Off.
Yep, can you turn your windscreen wiper off as well? Yeah, okay. So do you know, in terms of there, do you know you're driving on a motorway, yeah? You're driving fine. There's no issue. The way you're driving a motorway is completely fine. You know when you were coming off onto the slip road, no problem at all. When you're going around the roundabout, okay, but you went into, did you deliberately go to lane 2 or was that where you planned on going?
On the roundabout.
Yeah. Because you were positioned for lane 1.
Yeah, I positioned for lane 1, so I was coming off.
But you come
in-
off on lane 2.
Okay.
Do you know, like when you turn right
Yeah.
around about, there's nothing wrong with it, but you did this before. What you do is, do you know, it's like a missile lock on an aeroplane. It's like it's wandering, and then you lock onto a lane and you go into it.
Yeah.
Do you know that film Top Gun?
Yeah.
He's chasing another aeroplane, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he goes, come on, missile lock, and there's like a yellow, a green light, you can see the picture of the plane, and you can see a green round circle, and then the circle goes beep 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 beep, and then it fires a missile. Your eyes are like that. You're looking for your lane. You
Yeah.
haven't found your lane. So because you haven't found your lane, you're searching for your lane.
Yes.
When you see the first, you just see what you want to see. So for example, if you're looking for Blackpool A1, as soon as you see Blackpool A1, right, you're off in it.
Okay.
But you're not looking at which Blackpool A1 you need. So like you're in a lane, you get into the roundabout, yeah?
Yeah.
There's 4 lanes, 5 lanes, 6 lanes, 10 lanes, whatever. You want a particular lane. You already don't know what lane you're looking for. So you don't know whether you need to be looking for lane 2 of Blackpool A1 or lane 1 of Blackpool A1.
A1, yeah.
You don't know which lane you need. So as soon as you go around the roundabout, you just find Blackpool A1. You're not looking at, because it's not going to say number 1 or number 2. It's too much text. So on the floor, what you do, you just look for anything that sounds like what you need, and you're in it. What you should have done is gone into the first one, then done a lane change. You were positioned for the first one. What do I mean by that?
Because my position for the first lane and I went in second, so I
So-
need
so
to
ha-
be.
Go on.
I need to be when I'm turning on the roundabout. I need to. If I position for first lane, I need to come off in first lane,
Okay,
not
so-
the second one.
Okay, so how would I know that you were coming off in how would you know that you need lane 1 of where you're going if there's an option of 2 lanes?
Lane 1 is the left one, and
Okay.
the lane 2 is the right one. So
Okay.
I need to be in the left one.
Okay, so forget that for 1 second. Let's rewind your car back a little. At the traffic lights, what lane were you in?
Lane 1. I was positioning for left, like lane 1,
There you are.
and I went in lane 2.
Yeah.
So that was my mistake.
And you failed your test. You failed your driving test, even though there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Do you understand why you failed your driving test?
Yes.
Tell me.
Because if someone else is positioned for lane 2,
Yeah?
and I come in the lane 2, and they come in lane 2 as well.
And
so
who could that be?
any other
Who
car,
who could it be? Who did you just see now?
where?
The silver car.
Yeah. So
That's
if
it.
a silver car come behind me, they're gonna crash with me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm coming in their lane.
Because you've just landed in
I
their lane.
just cross I didn't go in my lane and I come in their lane. So
Now, if you looked in the mirrors and you blind spot and you went into that lane, no problem.
Then it's fine.
Because there's nobody there. You've looked and it's safe.
Okay.
First of all, there was nobody there technically today, but you also looked in your mirror in your blind spot.
Yeah, when I was coming off, I checked all the mirrors.
No. Listen what I'm saying. I'm not talking about, that's perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. When you did that lane change that you didn't know you made,
Mm-hmm.
if you looked in your right door mirror, right blind spot, and moved across,
Then it's fine.
but you didn't know you wandered,
No.
that's the argument there. You didn't know you wandered.
Mm.
So if you knew you wandered, you wouldn't have wandered, you would have just come off in lane 1.
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean? You would have come off in lane 1. You wouldn't have even bothered coming off in lane 2.
Yes.
So you would have come off in lane 1 and you wouldn't have to go into lane 2. But because you went into lane 2, what you should have done was looked in your right door mirror, right blind spot, then moved across.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Does that
Yes,
make sense?
clear. Yeah. I
Other than
understand.
that was the only mistake. Now, do you know when you're approaching a roundabout and signalling, what you're doing is you're getting to a roundabout and you're signalling a bit late. And the faster you go, the further back you signal. You're not going at speed limit, but you're doing a good 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So you should have signalled a little bit earlier
And,
and then slow down as you get in there. Everything else was absolutely fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Other than that, you're driving fine. Do you know when you're parking your car, that road's empty, like the road is empty now?
Yeah.
Just be a bit more considerate where you park.
Okay.
So like where you park, perfectly legal, no problem at all. But you're just making it a bit inconvenient for the bus driver. Parking is fine. If you park further down, the road becomes a bit more narrower. So parking there is a bit not right. Parking is a bit better because the road's wider here. It goes a bit more narrower where these trees are.
So I need to give more room to the buses on the
You don't need to
bus
give more
stops.
room. Look, they've got enough room. You just need to be a bit more considerate.
Yeah, because if people going on the bus or if they, so they need extra more space in there.
No, the bus driver. When he's parking the bus, you're parked in front of him.
And pedestrian as well. Sometimes they
It's the bus driver we're worried about.
Okay.
So it's like you're making it easier for him to move off. It's just good practice.
Fine.
Just good practice.
Yeah.
Other than that, fine. Your driving was perfectly fine. Right, okay, so what I'll do, I'll turn off this video. And then what we'll do, we'll get ready for the next pupil. And we'll move on. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I've got to